Good evening. This is Magic the Newsening, as a part of the Tarkir Dragonstorm Ambassador Program, your home for fair, balanced, and counterbalanced reporting, and your #1 source for Magic Newsening. I'm Reuben Bresler. You might recognize me as the hand knocking on the door in the intro of Commander at Home, from the Rivals of Ixalan Loading Ready Run pre-release, or from this very program more than a decade ago. And these are our top 8 stories. It has been 4,543 days since the last episode of the Newsening, which means it's almost time for its bar mitzvah. Mazel tov. Since that time in 2013, when I last recorded this program, there have been 53 standard legal set releases, 25 Commander-specific expansions, 448 episodes of the smash hit Magic Talk Show podcast Magic Mics, 2 sequels to the actual movie Magic Mics, and most notably, 14 printings of Zatalpa Primal Dawn. The big news this week is that Tarkir Dragonstorm is coming out in just 10 days, putting the storm count at 1. And of course, the reason for the season for this show is that I have been given the honor of being an ambassador for Tarkir Dragonstorm, making me the first talk show anchor turned ambassador, not associated with Fox News. As an unaffiliated ambassador, I am open to recruitment for any of the 5 clans, though I will say that absent any efforts to sway me, I am partial to Abzan, mostly because of my love for Toughness Matters strategies. What can I say? I like big butts. And I cannot lie. Dragonstorm introduces us to 5 new, never-before-seen spirit dragons, the return of the OG spirit dragon Ugin, a new spirit dragon land, Maelstrom of the Spirit Dragon, and a 5-color enchantment called Call of the Spirit Dragon. All of this is to say, I'm just very glad that Wizards has gotten into the vibe of the world. The story of Tarkir Dragonstorm centers around the downtrodden and disparate masses of the land, rising up and coming together, putting their differences aside to join forces against their draconian oppressors, to create a new future after their treasure-hoarding, autocratic ruling class is wiped out by teamwork, cooperation, and support. It's just so hard to see other people living your dream. Flashing back quickly, MagicCon Chicago in February of 2025 featured the debut of Dungeons & Dragons panels, events, pinball, and content at Premier Magic events, which of course is very exciting for me, not only because of my historic involvement making Magic-themed D&D shows and panels, humble brag, but also because now I can finally be mad about something other than drawing badly. I can finally complain about rolling badly too. The next MagicCon is happening in Las Vegas, June 20th to 22nd, 2025. Vegas is at this point one of Magic's home bases, having hosted many GPs, PTs, MagicCons, World Championships, and of course Magic's biggest event of them all, the David Copperfield Experience. And finally tonight, since the last time the Newsening checked in, Commander and Arena have become the most popular way people are introduced to Magic. More than 20,000 new cards have been made, and a Grammy Award-winning recording artist named after a sturdy piece of timber bought a single Lord of the Rings-themed Magic card for $2 million. But the more things change, the more they stay the same. Mark Rosewater remains the head of the design team, dragons continue to be cool, and everyone still hates paying the one. And that's all the Newsening for this week. I'm Reuben Bresler, and you know, my old sign-off used to be Don't Feed the Trolls, but that's very early 2010s. Since it's 2025, I think it's time for a new sign-off to better represent our world, our new realities, and most importantly, my life and my priorities. So instead, here's my new sign-off. Well, that's all the Newsening for this week. I'm Reuben Bresler, and remember, potential sponsor message goes here.